In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So North Carolina's offense takes the field to start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Pulls it in on the right. Open runway ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So NC State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have this...
Turns it on down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, NC State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They have had to wear that beatdown since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. NC State now operating from the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The AT unit on the field.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's
looking for the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll leave it with him. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Gonna run it. It's Scott. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Makes the grab down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive end.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
The play action fake. They're bringing heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's off to the races. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the...
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Scooped up by the kicking team. And they will score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here.
He's got it down the right side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be...
Touchdown! Tar Heels. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's O'Brien. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them.
Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
NC State with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times,
he's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Bringing it back, it's Taylor. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. A strike downfield. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Turns it loose. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UNC! Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's O'Brien. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. You better be aware that stiff arm's coming. He gave him the business end of it and gets it out to the 14. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to quit.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback will audible. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He'll field it close to the 50. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. Release to the back. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they tried to go with draw, and they didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless, and that back David had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapting. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it. It's Scott. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You can hear your From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 9 to Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on going over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Returner goes out of bounds.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Taylor. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pop the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Now on first down from the 28. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The lone back's got it. Touchdown, UNC! They move on top here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's O'Brien. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Unloads to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Just ran him over. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Getting some heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Power football with the run. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to the running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the 1st down. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run or loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. NC State going up-tempo.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
3rd and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the route is on.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.